when a simple garage door mix-up spirals into a family feud? Was this husband wrong for calling his wife out on her reaction? One afternoon, I took my kids bike riding. When we got home, I asked my wife to open the garage door so I could put the bikes away. I walked the bikes to the back, stored them in the garage, and then returned to the front door of the house. The kids were hungry and wanted a snack, so I helped prepare one. About 5 minutes later, I realized I should check the garage door. To my surprise, it was still open. We live in an area where leaving the garage door open can lead to theft, so I was concerned. I looked into the garage but didn't see my wife. She enjoys yard work, so I thought she might be outside doing something. I asked the kids where their mom was and they said they thought she was upstairs. So I closed the garage door. Less than a minute later, my phone rang. It was my wife and she was still outside. She sounded upset and started venting, saying she had specifically told the kids to tell me not to close the door. She was going on a bit of a tirade, throwing out blame left and right. I had to interrupt her because I just wanted to know if she needed me to reopen the garage door. She said she didn't, as she could open it herself using her phone. When she got back inside, she questioned and criticized the kids, who are all 10 or younger. She even threw in some blame about how they're always thinking about video games and not listening. After the kids left the room, I told her she shouldn't have said that. The kids were just eating their snacks at the table, and video games had nothing to do with it. I said she was overreacting. Yes, maybe the kids didn't hear her correctly or there was a miscommunication. But in the end, we were all inside, and she wasn't actually locked out. She stayed upset for the rest of the day and into the next. The following night, I asked her what was wrong, and she brought up the garage incident again. She said she was more upset that I accused her of overreacting than about the incident itself. Still, she found ways to blame me, like why didn't I call her before closing the door? Or why didn't I notice her shoes were missing and realize she was outside? I agreed that I could have done those things, but I didn't. Yes, we made a mistake by closing the door, but I didn't think it was a big deal, and I especially didn't agree with her making a fuss about the kids. So, am I the a-hole for telling my wife she was overreacting? Should I have just let her vent and accepted the blame for all of us being bad listeners and communicators? What do you think, viewers? Is he the a-hole or not? Let me know in the comments below.